So coming into this week, coming into.
Actually, that
You can't call me a crack. You can't call me a crackhead and then expect me to do a normal. Okay.
You just went full horse.
You want to comment? Also, go makeup.
Gang gang. Ice cream's so good.
Oh my god, no.
I've never seen the video. I know it because Joel keeps saying it.
Saying what?
Guess what?
About the...
I think in the beginning we didn't have such a good read on the meta. Like for example the first week there was like this static shift meta with LeBlanc, and then it was also my fault because it cost us like one game against Vitality, right? Besides that, yeah, we were not like too much prepared, I would say, but then in the last week we finally could show.
And second game, I don't know if you remember, maybe you can post a clip somewhere while I said this, like there is like this hook, level 1 or 2. That's not my fault, like that's complete BS. I think we had 2 bad games because of some random stuff. I think the game 3 was a bit better, and also as a team I think we were a bit choking, so yeah.
The guys get it out. It's fucking time to smash. Fanatic.
I think first week I was really performing too well. I wasn't sure why. I was just kind of running it. I think I also wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to play, like in terms of the meta. And then throughout the weeks I started figuring out more and more, and then I think the more you're able to practice the solo queued scrims, the easier it will be on stage. And then I think like week 2 and 3, I kind of figured out what I wanted to do and I practiced it, and I think I played better.
V1s are so bad. Bad.
You know what's gonna be better?
My gameplay.
Best of 5s in Montpellier.
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 Va à Montpellier.
Va à Montpellier.
A lot of what we've done is figuring out obviously what we want to play. The second part of that is there's really obvious like weak spots in our game. You know, just like bits of information that's missing, the ability like how fast can we play, everything like that, right? And it's really, really obvious when we play teams like G2 in scrims that, you know, they've got a plethora of experience and they understand either from like their own understanding or they've learnt it from, you know, it's the same thing, right? They've learnt it from like other teams, but the pace at which they play and the information at which they play at is very impressive. Being able to scrim them and like not consistently but enough, I think really elevates our level of play, as long as we go into it with a growth mindset and not like just outright wanting to win the games.
Yeah, it's really good if we can get pings, guys.
There is basing. Can we pressure this?
Oh, can we do it? I can watch it.
Jack's on TP, Jack's on TP.
Yes,
What?
Wait, don't TP insta, don't TP insta, it's so obvious.
They see us here though.
Wait,
I want to turn.
I think start.
I think we can finish.
Yeah, finish.
No flash?
They're here.
But Poppy can flash in, guys.
It's 50-50, I'll ulti the Poppy.
Poppy has flash.
Just finish, I'll ult. Watch out for his ulti.
Okay.
Keep doing it.
And then peace
I
out.
ult him. Finish.
Well played.
Get out. Mid.
Can we get mid?
They might be cheesing.
Only Asia, no flash.
Jack, stop watch.
Can we get a ward here? Okay, we see them. Oh, look,
I'm looking.
He's hinting.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
There's a good ulti coming.
Slowly.
Jack's ulti.
I can need help. Oh, I'm fine.
Jax is out. Jax is out. Jack's no ulti, guys. Jack's no ulti. He's behind you. No flash. Jack's no flash. Look here, Thomas.
Hey, fist him.
Yes, no more. I'm legit. Man, get bro. Get bro.
Okay, guys,
One more, guys.
So, what happened right now?
We played a game against Fnatic and we won, but we've got to play another one, so we'll see.
It was not like the best, but happens right every game. People do mistakes, so I'm really proud of how we played in the first game.
Do you agree, though?
It was a boring game for me. I was just playing Alistar with Poppy, surviving. So, yeah, I was not a part of this game.
We're always killing everybody.
Hey. that an 80% kill participation?
Hey, I hope you praise me.
Bro, I think you have higher kill participation than me. But please don't ever
On
grab
my
my
case.
here again.
I think that's just a part of esports I've realized throughout my career, that there will never be a team that doesn't argue or have problems with team players or problems in gameplay or this kind of stuff. And I don't know, we just handle it like, I think normal for me. It's just, you talk about it, try to see what works, find a solution, and then try to do the solution.
Yeah, can we just play the finish here? I can ulti them out.
Guys, I can go on me.
I'm ulting them out, I'm ulting them out.
Okay.
Just do it. We can even fight.
Yeah.
But do as good as well. I'm finishing the Drake.
I'm really deep. Oh, I f***ed up.
Well played, well played.
I have no flash.
Bot T2 maybe? Bot T2?
You have still Sidran.
Yeah, I can something Q. That's the only. We have a top wave as well, okay?
Yeah, I can just EW here.
Try to give space.
Give me space. Give me space.
20 seconds.
Okay, no,
Siege
ult.
Can we hit towers?
I still have my kills.
Can we hit towers?
Stay in the wave. Yeah, I just need space.
Oh, look not. You flashed.
Sound me. Gamani. Kaiser dead. Kaiser. Oh, I'm taking.
Clean guys. We're playing actually well.
Oh, we play just clean guys. That's easier, no?
Facile, voilà. Donc à Montpellier.
Let's fucking go, man.
It's a good feeling.
Dude, if I flash on top the Azure, you can contest heaven.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, baby. Anyway, yeah, super proud of the boys. Comms were flowing really well today. I think there were a couple of things, obviously, that we need to, there's always more work to do, right? If I had to summarize this, the games and everything like that, I would say a couple of games, just bad drafts, which you can chalk up to whatever. There were a couple of games where people underperformed, and there were a couple of games where we should have just outright won. The condition of the team never felt bad, right? So the way that we were playing was always fairly good. But in order to kind of stop everyone from mental booming, I suppose, it was more on people being able to talk constructively through how they were feeling. I also feel the players dug really deep to maintain their mental status as well, right? And then I think various people throughout the weeks stepped up to lead and everything like that. I think the most dire kind of days were when everyone felt really dejected. It's one thing for me to try and lift the atmosphere, but it's also much different when one of the players does it, and I think also maybe even better.
I mean, yeah, it's my second year, right, in SK, and I think there are for sure some things that changed, right? We have additional new coaching stuff. David, who's helping especially our bot lane, but also mid and top lane, right? That's I think a huge add to the team, which is really good. And then obviously I'm playing with 4 new teammates, right? Rookie bot lane that played before together, which is really good. Also top and jungle new, right? And it's going pretty well, right? I really enjoy playing with them.
Because it's not too noticeable, but if everyone just does slightly better in every scenario, then it's of course going to have a huge impact, right? So I don't think there's one specific thing. I think we're just doing everything slightly more disciplined, slightly more coordinated, slightly better, and then the gameplay just skyrockets.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. Slowly, guys, slowly.
From? I have big ult, I think.
Look on me.
Yeah, Kai Saif, she jumps in.
Look now.
Okay, wait to stop watch.
Hook in one. I hooked Jace. Joke. Guys, don't
Can we
flash.
still look?
I'm kinda
I'll be full HP.
Guys, no flash, okay?
I'm My ulti got cancelled.
They're getting poked, guys. They're really low. There's one creep, guys.
Try to kill this creep on
Yeah, try to kill this creep.
Again then.
Wait, it in then?
If we don't lose the game here, then we win.
Up in 8.
It's rough, I guess.
Okay, that
That's fine, guys. I mean, I think we're winning until we're...
It's fine, it's fine, yeah.
I misplayed early a bit too much.
This game, I don't think we set up, played for tempo well at all. Like, they get first herald, they get first dragon, they get second dragon after you kill 3 of them in mid lane. Like, we're finishing the push with Nash, they get the third break. Like, we're not on time with the objectives that matter, right?
Look, turret.
Kill the siege after, kill the siege after.
No flash. I have ult soon,
I took top.
Just hit top tower.
I join you on mid and then you join me on top.
Run. They're all
No, we can
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Come top after.
Yeah, okay. They have all no flash, okay? Actually, they have flash up. Maybe no ult yet. Only Trish no flash.
10 seconds ult.
I need to go on the right. I need to go on the right. I need to ult.
You need to ult, yeah.
We can fight.
I can go in. What
Trish no flash. Asya no flash.
Asya no flash. Kill him.
I'm going on the Asya.
I don't have mana.
No flash, Asya.
I was going in the front line.
It's Gamani show.
He has flash up to Kasante. Can we just end?
I think we can,
Are you guys too low?
We can end,
we can end. I will do so.
You can base TP dungeon as well.
Go end this.
If you want to glitch Bane as well. It's up to you.
Good, guys.
Good job, guys. Way better.
Okay. Much better.
We are 1-1 with XL. They took the first game from us. Boys showed up in the second. I think maybe in the first one just a bit too cocky, but now we've calmed down, we know what we need to do. Third game, we're going to go for it.
I'm up in 20.
The damage are low.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up here a bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting mega chunked.
It's 6k. Looking on the blank here?
Yeah, I'm looking
at the
blank.
blank, guys.
She jump back.
Okay, guys, play.
He's on
no flash. This is a real blank.
Looks hard.
I'm up in 9.
There's the cannon minion. There's the wave.
I think what we did really well was the first game was we were really excited, and I think we got ahead of ourselves a lot during that game. It was really scrappy, really uncontrolled, and everything like that. And then I think game 2, they really adjusted well. We brought it back to even, and then we played really well and controlled. And then game 3. Obviously got off to a really good start early, I think. I feel like we lost our cool around the 15-minute mark. And from that point, I feel like we never regained the flow of the game. Mad or Fnatic?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's challenging because we don't know who we're going to play into, I suppose. I mean, for sure. So we're going to try and prepare for both of those teams. I think Mad have a bit more flair, if that's a good way of putting it. And also because of their history, I feel even though they're not performing well at the moment, I feel like they can turn it on kind of whenever. And so if they end up winning on Sunday, I think they're a scarier opponent than if Fnatic were to win on Saturday, sorry. Yep.